think one of our initial challenges, and it was both a challenge and a forcing mechanism. We, as Katy mentioned, we started off unlike most typical startups or nonprofits, in that we met as graduate students, and it was a class project that we had planned to see through to success, and then leave it to the hospital to do with it what they wanted, this program that we created. But along the way, as impact data came in, and as we realized the tremendous benefit we were having to patients and their families, we had to make the decision, okay, do we dive in full on, and does this now become our job and our life, or do we keep doing our day job and spending 99% of the rest of our free time on Noora Health? And for us, it was a really exciting, but it's a very scary decision to make, to dive full in. But it was an obvious decision. We are health researchers, and when we saw the data come back, and when we saw how easy it was for us to implement this in a variety of cultural settings and locations, we knew that we had tapped into something pretty special and really beautiful, and we needed to bring it to the rest of the world, or at least the rest of this community that we were working in initially.
I mean, yeah, but there's like that window where I felt like I was completely crazy, where, you know, we found this thing, and it was working, and it was great, and people loved it. But it meant that I packed up my San Francisco apartment, put everything into a storage unit, and moved to India to try and convince a bunch of people that we should do this crazy thing. And everyone was like, what are you doing? Like, is this a wise choice? I mean, my parents were like, you got engineering degree from Stanford to go, like, go work for your made up company.
Yeah, it felt like that for a little while.
It felt like
and
that.
Then we, I think as an entrepreneur, you have to, it's a tricky balance. You have to have, you know, I don't believe in telling someone persist through the hard times just for the sake of persisting through the hard times. Only persist if the impact that you're having as a social entrepreneur or social enterprise is the impact that you hope and desire to achieve. So your mission has to be very clear, and your goals and ambitions and route to that mission have to be very clear. And if you're having impact, if you're making, even if it's on a very small, especially I think if it's on a small scale initially, if you're having real impact and making a change in someone's life, then that is the decision maker for the social entrepreneur.
Love that.